You see in the beginning of the Bible, YHWH. They know that. They don't put G-O-D.
Right.
They put YHWH, which stands for Yahweh. And it says in Proverbs 30, my name, his name is in him. Right?
John 5.
John 5, his name is in him, and that is Yahweh Shai. See? Which means he saves, he delivers. Right. So his name has meaning. Thank you, brother. His name actually has meaning.
Yes, it does.
You see? So that's what we come out to tell our people, but at the end of the day, it's all faith. You see? So we're not telling you, hey, you need to go and you need to study ancient. No. But we're letting you know that our Lord and Savior's name is in an ancient tongue.
Right.
Which it makes sense. Because back then, it wasn't English. Even the letter J is the youngest letter in the alphabet. So when the 1611 King James came out, there wasn't even a letter J in it. You see, so that should make you question, going back, the devil, that's what he would do. He's going to deceive you.
Yeah.
He's going to tell you this is the name, and then he's going to push it, and then he's going to promote it. Even going back with the appearance. You see that appearance everywhere of Jesus.
Makes Jesus look bad, but he's not.
He's not even that color.
Right.
That, you know who that man is? That's
the devil.
That is a devil.
Right.
That is a devil, but that's actually a man in history.
Right.
Of the Borgia family.
Right.
One of the first crime families of the earth was a so-called white man and woman. See, they got a lot of history that they don't like to talk about.
That's it. Okay.
What we got? We got quick.
Yeah, read this.
Oh, okay. This is Zechariah chapter 14 and verse 9. It says, and Yahweh shall be king over all the earth, and that day shall there be one Lord, and his name one.
Right. So where did you hear about Jacob and Esau?
In the Bible.
Okay.
I read about it, and just listening to it through Bible prophecy and stuff.
Okay.
So I usually listen to a lot of Bible prophecy, and that's why I know about the water and the nations, and I still gotta relearn it. Always, I always want to keep myself refreshed.
Yeah.
But that's how I know about a lot of things and stuff.
Beautiful.
So I don't know everything.
No.
But I'm
learning.
Still learning.
Yeah, that's good.
So
you know what? Hey, get John 8. You're in John, right?
Yeah.
Get John 8 and 47 for the brother. That's a blessing.
Yeah, man.
Because like we know, we're at the end.
Yes, we are.
So the fact that, because we all believe,
right.
but now can you get the amount should be increased in Daniels? Okay. Because now, but we're searching harder.
Right.
We're not just, oh God, Jesus, I believe, and then walking around.
Right.
Now we're studying.
Right.
Now we're questioning.
Right.
Now we're looking, and now we're crossing paths of like-minded people. You see, that's Satan.
That's the thing. That God's holy word, when you pray and you read, that's your connection.
Yes.
That's your relationship.
Yes.
With him. That's how God is going to know you with spending time with him and reading his word and praying.
And you know
that's how he's going to know your name. You know what I'm saying? That's how he's going to know you. Like, oh, okay, it's like when the young lady, she was washing Jesus' feet. And she was saying, I don't know how the story goes. I'm trying to remember, but Jesus knew certain things about her. But she was spending time with him. And he was telling her things about herself and stuff like that and what she should do. I can't think of her name.
No, I know what you're speaking about. I think you're talking about Mary. When Mary washed his feet, and then Judas got mad because he wanted to use the alabaster. He wanted to sell it.
Right.
He wanted to sell it. So I know what you're talking about. Right.
But that's the connection with God.
And you know what that proves?
You have to have that relationship, personal relationship.
Right. You know what that proves? That we're under grace.
Yes.
Because before that, what was our connection to God? There was. It was through the priests.
Well,
the Levitical priests, because remember the tabernacle, the holies of holy. That was the only way we could connect.
And we had to get the stream. Some people may come back, some people might not.
Right. Well, that's what they said.
That's what they say.
Right. Aaron had bells.
Right.
Because only certain people could go and speak.
You gotta be.
Yeah. But now, do you know who our high priest is now?
Jesus.
That's right. That's right.
I
he is.
Another name but Jesus.
That's fine. That's fine. We get you. We know what you mean, brother. Hey, we're not up here to. We're not here to do that.
Right.
That's why Paul said, "Let no man judge you in meat and Sabbath." You're being built up, brother. We didn't know.
Right.
We're all there. We didn't know.
I'm not gonna get no more.
There you go.
That I know it.
There you go.
I'm not gonna go out and do it again.
But we're not here to do that. We're here to. We're under grace, brother.
Right.
We're under grace. So that's the beautiful thing.
Right.
Read this one for him.
This is Daniel chapter 12 and verse 4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book.
See, the book was sealed.
Right.
Now the book got unsealed by one man,
Right.
Yahweh Shai,
Right.
who you know as Jesus.
Right.
You see? Keep going.
But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end.
See? The time of the end.
Right.
We're young men.
Right.
But the Spirit has us out here.
Right.
That's the Lord.
Right.
That's
Right.
got us moved to stand out here in the middle of public,
Right.
rebuke, exhort, uplift, because we're at the end.
Right.
So now we're waking up
Right.
to actually us. Whoa, I'm an Israelite.
Right.
I'm not a black man.
Right.
I'm not an African man.
Right. Right.
I'm not a
right.
Negro.
Right.
You
Right.
see? And that's why
Right.
you're standing here.
Right. Right.
Because the Lord is moving.
Right.
You can feel
Right.
it.
Right. Right.
We're at the end, brother.
We are.
We are, and to what? And thank you, Yahweh Shai. Thank you that we're at the end,
Yes.
because that means no more captivity,
Right.
no more bloodshed, no more tears,
Right.
no more death for us, no more of the wicked
Right.
taking our men and women and
Right.
doing sacrifices,
Right.
no more satanic rituals.
Right. That stuff I do not like that, man.
That's your
'Cause
spirit.
Me, I like to see souls saved.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Yeah,
I don't. That's why I be asking God, what are some ways that we can get through to people, like to really put it out there and really just tell people, listen, Jesus is the way. You know what I'm saying? But you know, some people, like I say, when you're not saved and filled with God's power, you're going to reject Him. So it's up to you. You have to have, you know, I tell people
Well,
by my testimony.
John 15:16.
But people just, you know, some people they listen, but
Hey, but
still
you know
wanna do
what?
they want to do.
You know it's beautiful.
But
That's
I
why.
can't-
I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry, brother. You saying something?
You know, I was just saying, you know, sometimes, you know, I just want to see souls saved. That's all. That's just my
Absolutely.
thing. That's
But
just-
you know what's beautiful? That's why it says in see, if you notice when we're speaking, we're calling precepts because the Bible lets us know. So certain thoughts we're not going to ponder on because we already know the outcome because the
Right.
Bible tells us.
Right,
That's
right,
why it says in Revelation 1 and 3, blessed is he that readeth.
Right.
Now one more, get this, John
Yep.
15:16.
St. John 15 and verse 16, ye have not chosen me,
Yeah.
but I have chosen
See,
you.
I have chosen you.
Right,
So
right.
then we get, because we were all in that spirit. We all have testimonies. We went online. We messaged people.
Right.
We shouted. We
Right.
did everything.
Right.
But then the Lord brought us down to reality,
Right.
sat us down, gave us right teachers, and now we're reading and seeing, oh, not everyone's set up to receive it.
Right.
So
That's
then
true.
we know not everyone's set up to be saved
Right.
per se.
Right.
Because
Right.
the nation of Israel
Right.
is going to be saved,
Right.
but only a portion is going to be delivered
Right.
from the destruction that's coming.
Okay.
You
Right.
see? So
Right.
you see all our, you know, it's heavy. We were just cursing our people out
Yeah.
because it tells you lift up your voice,
Right.
show my people their transgressions.
Right.
That
Right.
angers us. But
Yeah.
we understand
Right.
why
Right.
there's the Cardi B's,
Right.
the Offsets,
Right.
the little Nas's,
Right.
the Megan Steph.
Right.
They're set up. That's what they were created to be.
Right.
And they're gonna have shame in the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
But it'll go away.
Yeah.
But they're gonna realize the devil, Esau,
Yeah.
he got them like he got Eve.
Right.
So
right,
we
right.
rebuke our people,
Right.
but then we also exhort certain of our
Right,
people.
right.
And we said it. We said if a brother come up, we'll talk with them.
Exactly.
We don't. That's what we're not here to
Right,
downtrot
right,
you.
right,
But if our people are wicked, we're gonna get on them.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
like Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
He upbraided whole cities.
Yeah.
Whole cities. Watch, finish it though.
God is a God of love and a God of war.
Yeah.
But he not playing.
He's
now.
he never was.
Don't.
He never
You know
was.
what I'm saying?
You know he killed 2 of Aaron's sons
Yeah.
just for lighting the wrong incense.
That's what I'm saying. So
We don't play with him.
Right. Just
Finish this, and that's why we need Yahweh Shai.
Right, yes,
We
yes.
need this grace.
Right, yes.
You see?
In his mercy, 'cause
yes.
he-
And guess what? This is the compassion. Can you get that, Chronicles? This is, do you know right here, us standing out here is the compassion of the Lord?
Yes, it is.
Because this is a warning.
Yes.
And then, well, let's keep going. Finish this for him.
Back in St. John 15 and verse 16, ye have not chosen me,
Yeah.
but I have chosen you.
Right, like you were born to believe. Can't nobody tell you the Most High ain't real.
Right.
Can't nobody tell you that. You ready to die
Yeah.
for that belief.
Yes.
Because you are programmed to
Yes.
believe that.
Yes.
Because do you know only Israel can believe in the Most High?
Yes.
Other people can believe in powers,
Yeah.
spirits, even
Exactly.
demons.
Exactly.
But only us are created to believe in the Most High.
Exactly.
That's why you see East Indians with like idols, little statues and weird things.
Right.
But we're the only people created to believe.
And that's their God.
Yes, one of them.
Because idolatry is a sin.
Yes.
God don't like that.
No.
And that's what they try to put these celebrities, men and women,
yes,
as a God.
Yes.
But you can't mock God. Don't mock God and feel like you know what I'm saying, you okay with that.
But you're going to get away with it.
I'm not judging them. You know, God forgive me. I'm not trying to be.
We judge.
Right. But what I'm saying is that you got to be right.
Yeah.
You got to be right.
And I'm going to say this too. Christianity gives them let me say this. What you know as Christianity is one of the most satanic religions that you can have.
Right.
It really is. And it's through Esau that has created that and that idol worship.
Yes.
You know, going back. But then you have something called American Idol.
Yeah.
You know, I was
exactly.
I was I was telling the brother today, I was saying how they create our people to be idolized.
Yep.
And then our people are so downtrodden, so unpowered that they get caught up in it like Eve did. But it's Esau who's doing it. Even though we get on our people, you know who's going to ultimately have to answer for that? Esau.
Yep.
The elites, the Rothschilds, the DuPonts, the Gettysburgs, the Rockefellers.
God's people first to be judged.
Yes.
Then he judges the wicked.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why last year you had over 200 those little weird rappers die. Do you know right now, Rochester per capita is worse than Chicago?
I heard that,
But you know what that is? That's judgment from the Lord.
Yeah.
And get it real quick. Hold that, Amos 3:7.
Yeah.
That that's the Lord. Like you said, he's in charge of everything.
Everything.
Even our words.
Right.
Even you coming up here. Even us preaching.
Yes.
But people don't understand the power. But they're about to
use good and evil.
Yeah.
He can do that.
He created
good. So he can't.
Watch for you. Read this.
This is Amos chapter 3 and verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid?
Right, like when the sirens drive, when the ambulance, the firemen, you get out the way, right? Keep going.
Shall there be evil in a city and the Lord had not done it?
Boom. So when evil takes place, it's ultimately through the Lord.
Right.
Satan has to ask permission
to do anything.
To do anything. You see?
His power is limited. God is what gives him
power.
Thank you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And
so you know, that's what people have to understand. God gives. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. God gives him power. His power is through the Almighty.
And we've been given power.
Right.
This is our power right here.
Right.
Because we're not carnal men. We're spiritual.
Right.
You see? Back in the Chronicles, I want to get the compassion. We just want to make sure we hit everything we're saying. We want to pull it right out the Bible.
This is 2 Chronicles chapter 36 and verse 15. And the Lord power of their fathers, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, sent to them by his messengers, rising up betimes and sending, because he had compassion on his people.
See, so we're the messengers, and we're coming out. You see, it's a hot day. We're you know, we're in the flesh. We get short breath. We sweat. We need water. But we're standing out here for the Lord, because this is the compassion he's having on his people. Can you get that, Romans? That they not heard? Because ultimately, what we're doing in the day of judgment, none of our people are going to be able to say, no, you can't do that to me because I didn't know. We're not the only ones out here. And I'm going to tell you something heavy. You had said, you know, I want to tell the people, you know, but guess what? The Lord has been telling people since 1969. Since 1969, there have been men that have been doing this way before us. And right now, you can go in any major city. You can go in any major corner on the map, and there are men out there right now, from Alaska to Asia, and the internet is being. I'm sorry.
He says, preach the gospel
to
all the nations.
But there's an in particular gospel that's being preached now. It's not just Christians. It's not. You see what I'm saying?
Big stuff out here now.
It's this. It's the 12 tribes. You know, it's telling them the name's Yahweh Shai. It's casting down that false image. It's going actually in the Bible and telling you the name's Yahweh. Right now, as we speak, there are innumerable souls saying the name Yahweh right now. As we speak. Because every Saturday we're commanded to come out and teach.
Okay.
You see?
Gotcha.
But we're not the only ones. We just happen to be the ones in Rochester.
Right.
But there's major camps in every city.
Right.
Like the movie Fight Club.
Right.
You know the movie Fight Club?
Right.
They were everywhere and no one really spoke.
Right.
That's the Most High.
Real.
That's how he moves.
Right.
He don't need to go on CNN.
Right.
That's what man does.
Right.
Man needs to put his name on a blimp.
Right.
The Lord just puts his prophets on the street.
Right.
And if you set to get it, you got it. And if you didn't, that's because I don't want you to get it. Finish this for him.
2 Chronicles 36 and 15. And Yahweh, the power of their fathers, sent to them by his messengers, rising up betimes and sending, because he had compassion on his people.
Now, all these people that are driving by, majority of them are Israelites. Now, just because they don't stop and we don't get their name or shake their hand, that don't mean they're not marked.
That's right.
They're all marked just by seeing us.
Right.
Just like, remember, you had people that tried to jump in Peter's shadow just to get healed. Grab Yahushai's garment.
Right.
So the mere fact of them just seeing us, they're marked.
Right.
So our people can't say they didn't hear.
Right.
Keep going.
And on his dwelling place.
Yep. That was it, right? Okay.
A little more. But they mocked the messengers of the Most High.
Right. People drive by, they say certain things, they'll talk about us. You see? They're not all Israel is set up to get this.
Right.
You see?
Right.
Not all God's people are gonna come into this.
I have a question.
What's up, brother?
Israel comes out of the Middle East. How the fuck you white?
Well, that's true. That's true. But there is a man that came from the Middle East that is so-called white. His name's Esau. There's a nation of people right here, see? White man, Edom. But you know why he's white?
You can go there, but you can't come out of there white.
Right.
Right.
But you know why though? One in particular nation? Because he was cursed with the mark of Cain. In the beginning of the Bible, you had two brothers, Cain and Abel. Cain killed his brother Abel, so the Lord cursed him with a mark. That mark is a clean leopard. Pure, so-called pure white. That's the only, but not us. Right.
You can't come out of the Middle East white, my nigga.
There you go.
Right.
Right, there you go. Keep going.
This is 2 Chronicles.
That's a good point though.
2 Chronicles.
Because today you have so-called Jews that are all white people. So I mean, it honestly is a good point. And to build off what he's saying, because the scriptures also tell you entertain strangers. You know, you don't know who he could be.
Right.
But you gotta be you gotta have discernment too.
Right.
But my point is though, like they say that the Jews are so-called white people. Now they say Jesus is so-called white, but he also fled into Egypt. The Egyptians are so-called black people.
Black, right.
So how could he flee into Egypt?
But he white.
You know, just building off what he was saying.
Right,
you know.
right.
But let's finish this point.
2 Chronicles 36.
And what's even crazier is people, they won't put two and two together.
Right.
Because the Most High is not dealing with them.
Right.
When the Lord opens you up, it really becomes common sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not just mystical.
Right.
Like we don't go on a mountain somewhere
Right.
and a star hits us and then we come here.
Right.
You know?
Right.
But it's common sense when you open the Bible.
Right.
Because there's a lot of mystical lies that
Right.
Esau has given us.
Exactly.
That people have spells.
Right.
On them. So we come out to take those spells off you.
Right.
That's why it says the strongholds. That's why it says the God of this world has blinded them.
Exactly.
You see? Finish that?
But they mocked the messengers of the Most High and despised his words and misused his prophets until the wrath of the Lord rose against his people till there was no remedy.
Right. So the Lord sends out prophets as he's done before, but some of the people that he sends them out to, they mock, they scoff. That's why I say it's a blessing you coming up, because majority of the time our people come up, they're combative, they want to argue, they say the black woman's God, it don't matter. So we deal with a lot of majority of our people that are more, you know, combative. Then that will be more reluctant to build. So to us, this is a blessing. You know, read that Romans.
Romans 10 and verse 18. But I say, have they not heard?
See, now what we're getting to is we've identified that the Bible is speaking to a certain nation of people. So now it makes sense when we're reading certain scriptures like this. It says, have they not heard? Who's the they? The Israelites.
Right.
You see? Right. So when you read the Bible knowing it's speaking directly to a certain people, it starts making more sense. Because then it's like, they what? They everyone?
But that word they, you can kind of put it together.
Possessive.
They.
Yeah.
That's the key word.
Yeah,
Right there.
like earlier when you said, I said, who's they?
Right,
but
right.
then we were talking about
Right,
Esau.
right.
Now the they is Israel.
Right.
The same ones that the Lord sent his messenger out, who they mocked.
Right.
See, the Bible, it's woven perfect.
Right.
It's just you got to have the understanding with the
Right.
needle to sew it all together.
Right.
Because
right.
if you just look at it on a Christian level,
Right.
you'd be confused.
Right, right.
But then you understand, oh, this is talking about a specific nation of people.
Right.
So read it again for him.
Back in Romans 10 and verse 18, it says, "But I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily, their sound went into all the earth."
See, it said their sound went into all the earth terrain, into internet.
Right.
So the internet is being used as a major tool to push this gospel. That's why we're using the phone.
Right.
Sometimes we go live, and then people at home watch it from anywhere.
Right.
But then once we're done here,
Right.
whoever came here to listen hears it. Then we upload it, and then wherever on the internet it goes. Because I was actually looking it up. You got to think, how did Paul's letters get sent back in the ancient time? They had mail service,
Yeah.
but you didn't get that letter until it got delivered to you.
Right.
So now we're blessed. You can get this in real time.
Right.
You know,
Right.
something that happened
gotta
back
wait
then.
as long, right.
Exactly. But that's because the time is short.
Right,
Get
right.
that, Matthew 24 and 22?
Right.
Except those days be shortened. See, the time is flying
Yeah.
like a bird.
Passing,
But the,
passing through.
but the Most High is doing that. Real quick for him, and then we'll go back.
Matthew 24, verse 22. And except those days shall be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved.
Right.
But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
See, and it said the elect. And this further proves that the Bible's only for Israel because are you familiar with the elect? Have you ever heard of God's elect?
I think there's some type of chosen people.
Yeah,
Right.
that's the Israelites.
Right.
The elect
Right.
are the Israelites,
Right.
but there's an election within
Right.
the elect.
Right.
And that's 12,000 Israelite men out of each tribe.
Right.
And then what you would know as a 1/3, which will be men, women, and children. And they're going to look like everybody.
Right,
Because
right.
we're everywhere.
Right.
We're the majority. We're not minorities.
Right.
We're the
right,
majority. There's more of us than
Right.
any other people on the planet.
Gotcha.
That's because we're the sand of the sea.
Gotcha.
Remember, it was told to Abraham, say you going father as the stars of heaven.
Right.
And then that was even told to Isaac,
Right.
his son.
Right.
And then Isaac had who? Jacob.
Right.
And then Jacob had 12 sons. That's a lot of sons.
Yeah.
12 sons.
That's
but
a
then
lot.
they had sons.
Yeah.
And then their sons had sons. And that's what we're here today.
One shall be a nation.
generation.
Yeah, that's right. Read this. Did you finish that? Yeah, so it said, no flesh will be saved. Now that's something we got to go into too. Because look at how life is being ran.
Yeah.
You got the ABC community running wild, you know, the LGBTs,
Yeah, right.
which that's completely satanic.
Yes, it is.
Then you got a drought of water, of food. Then they're feeding you humans.
Yeah.
They're feeding you human sludge, bio sludge.
Yeah.
The tuna ain't tuna.
Sure is.
Women ain't women.
Right.
Water ain't water.
Sure ain't.
We're in hell, brother.
Yeah.
This is hell. Sorry. This is
You're
hell.
right. You're right. 'cause
This is
stuff is not real.
And you know what? Real quick on a side note, speaking about hell, because you know hell isn't what they say it is. I'm sure you've heard of it. That's not real. I'm gonna prove it to you in the most quickest way. When you go to Genesis 1, that was the beginning of creation, right? Where does it say hell was created?
On earth.
But my point is, it's not like they say.
Right.
Like it's some underground
Right.
fire,
Right.
pitchforks, and
Right.
demons.
Right.
The Bible don't say that.
Right.
Man created that. It was a tool for fear. You're in hell. You want to know what proves we're in hell? Because real hell, you want to know you're in hell. That's hell.
Yeah.
What? I'm in hell? Now you know you're in hell. This whole time you didn't know. But if you look at it, this got to be hell. You die here. You know, look at the things that little babies get raped, sex trafficking, drugs, overdose, killing, cartel, the elite. All this shit is hell.
crazy.
You see? But my point is that just to prove that cuts what they say. When you go to Genesis 1, when it speaks about the creation, it talks about the waters, the animals, the land, but it never says, and then, you know, this dark circle of eternal hell. They don't say that. Man created that.
He said for you. Just Rev 20 and verse 14.
Oh, Noah said, Jonah said, "Save me from the belly of hell," when he was in the whale, the fish. You see, because hell is a condition. When you say, "I'm catching hell," that, you know, you got the bills are due, your money ain't right, water ain't working, the house you live in is crap, the woman you're dealing with is garbage. You're just like, "I'm catching hell." That's hell. We are in hell. We are the angels that were cast down. This flesh. This is a prison.
Right.
You see?
It is prison.
It is, brother. Read this. I'm out of breath.
Yeah, this stuff.
I'm catching hell.
It's bad now.
Yeah, but it's gonna get
It's
better.
going to get worse.
It is. But then it will get better.
Better, right.
You see?
You know,
But you gotta think
return,
it's not gonna get worse for us.
right.
But it's gonna get worse for them. Yeah. Thousands of people.
Right,
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
But they deserve it though.
When you know, so it is what it is, you know. They just gotta turn away.
Yeah. That's why we're coming out here.
I mean,
That's prophecy.
yeah,
That's the one thing people,
turn away.
they don't like to add in to their belief. You got to add in prophecy.
Yeah.
No matter what you believe, you have to add prophecy as a factor. Water.
Got a precept
Yeah,
for
read
you.
it for it.
Revelation 20 and verse 14, and it says, "And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death."
Read it one more time.
Yep.
Let's just say it.
Revelation 20 and 14, "And death and hell."
See, death and hell.
Right.
See, I told you that's a demon. That's just, but the
Right.
Lord protects us.
Right,
We have a hedge.
Right.
You see,
Right.
and even Christian pastors, they don't come out here.
They don't.
They won't come out here
They won't.
because they can't. The Lord ain't dealing with them. Satan's dealing with them in that room.
Yeah.
You know. Read it one more time for him because this is good.
Yep.
Revelation 20 and 14,
This is a future prophetic event.
"And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire."
Now, do you know what the lake of fire is?
Well, they say it's a lake with fire, but the meaning, you know.
Okay,
we
good. Can I
we
tell
don't
you?
really know. I don't.
I can
It's
tell
a
you.
Lake, you know.
Let me tell you. So the lake of fire is America. But it's going to become a lake of fire in the next world's war through thermonuclear missiles. The Bible speaks about the third war.
Yeah.
And it also speaks about nuclear missiles.
Yes, it does.
The Most High gave man the ability to create nuclear missiles.
Right.
Just so he can destroy himself.
Right.
You see?
Right.
The scriptures say the deceived and the deceiver are his.
Yes.
So he deceived man with the technology to create thermonuclear missiles, ultimately to destroy himself.
Exactly.
So death and hell is going to be thrown in the lake of fire, meaning there will be no more death for the Israelite man or woman, and our hell, our captivity, is going to be disannulled.
Right.
Because there ain't going to be no America for us to get oppressed.
Right.
When this place goes down and burns,
That's
ain't
it.
no more cops shooting us.
Nope.
Ain't no more white men taking our women and
No.
satanic rituals.
Nope.
Ain't no more Cardi B's and twerking.
Nope.
Ain't no more drug overdose.
Nope.
Ain't no more sagging.
Nope.
Ain't no more prisons.
Nope.
Ain't no more trainees. Ain't no more wickedness.
Right.
That's where hell will be disannulled
Yeah.
in the third war.
Right. Yeah.
And we are hastening that day. We are hastening the
And
day.
God is going to create the new heavens and the earth.
Yeah.
And we already here.
Yes.
But he's just going to recreate it.
Yes. Through us.
Right.
Cut-
You know
get,
what I'm saying?
Luke.
He still will be here, but
Right.
his tabernacle will come down. But he said he will dwell with his people.
Yep. Luke 7. And
Right.
we're going to be the rulers.
Right.
Us.
He's gonna
Only us.
dwell. Right. He's going to dwell.
We're the future
Right.
kings and rulers. We're the government.
Right.
We will be the Illuminati.
Right.
Because the Illuminati just means to be illuminated.
Right. Right.
Like Lucifer.
Yeah.
Lucifer isn't bad. It just means light bearer.
Right.
So what does a light represent? Wisdom. We're going to be holding that light. So we're going to be, the Bible will be used as the go-to for everything.
Right.
How to conduct the household,
Mm-hmm.
order, man, woman, child, dietary laws. That's all the Bible is. It's a way of life.
I like that, man.
Yeah, and I do
Listen,
too.
Our body was God. He originally designed our body for water and vegetables.
Yes.
And fruits.
Yeah. Yep.
Not the fruit part.
Yep.
But the meat just came along.
Yeah.
Whatever,
Now we eat
whatever,
eat meat now,
Right.
but
Yeah.
our
body.
diet, it was
Right.
like a Mediterranean diet,
Right.
which is
Right.
really good for you.
It
Like
is.
I eat fish, seafood, I'll touch chicken, I'll touch hamburger, pork, fish, seafood, eggs.
now within that, you have to make sure what you eat, because there's
Exactly.
certain things
Certain
you can't
things you
eat
can't eat.
that's in the water.
Right.
You can
Lobster,
eat right.
shrimp.
but they have a job.
Right.
Even when you look at it, like, okay, the Bible says, okay, go think pork. It says not to eat pork, but it don't just say that to say it.
Right.
When you actually break it down, pork isn't conducive with your body.
Right.
You get worms.
Right.
You get things that'll mess your body up.
Exactly.
Like shrimp.
Yeah.
Shrimp are garbage men in the water. Oysters.
Right.
They clean the water.
Right.
So now if you're taking something out that's cleaning the water,
You'll put it back in your body.
and now the water ain't clean.
Right.
And now you're eating garbage.
Basically.
You know? That's why there's certain things you eat with fins and scales.
Right.
You know?
I know not catfish either.
No, you can't eat catfish.
Like you can eat like haddock, cod,
That
salmon.
stuff like that.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
That's
But all
good
that
stuff.
stuff God
Yep.
wants you to eat.
And it's crazy. We're living in such a hell that even lawful food now is not healthy for us.
Exactly.
Chicken.
Right.
Something as simple as chicken
Right. You can't even eat that.
now. No. That's why now it's wiser. It's just wiser now to pray over your food more than
Yeah,
ever.
it's like,
You know? Because we're in hell.
I like turkey though.
Yeah. Quail,
like
turkey.
turkey. I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
turkey.
It's lawful.
Right.
It's
You
lawful.
eat turkey, lamb,
Yep. Goat.
goat, stuff like
Deer,
that.
venison.
Right, deer, you can eat that.
And that's what we're going to push when our kingdom says that.
Right, right.
But look at what he's doing.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Even beef. You're
Right.
allowed to eat beef, but I stay away from it.
Too much
Yeah,
red
it's
The red meat will kill you.
Red meat, yeah.
Like I was saying earlier, there's a term, it's called the Standard American Diet. But when you look at the acronym, it spells out SAD.
Okay.
Standard American Diet.
Right. That's
SAD.
what it stands for. Right.
So when you think it's sad what we're
Right.
eating.
Right.
Oh, well, since we're on food, Ezekiel 4:13, the Bible, you know, what we're eating is a punishment.
Yeah.
So we're being punished right now.
Basically.
Because we can talk about Esau, which is
Right.
fine,
Right.
but ultimately the Lord
Right.
has done this to us.
Yeah.
You see, real quick.
Saint Ezekiel 4
Hold
and
on, what you can say?
I would say just to back you up, that it's coming out that there's a lot of metals in the food. Like
Yeah.
people online are taking magnets and putting it up to packaged meat, and it's attracting because there's metals in it.
Yep.
Like this.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Yep. They glue the red meat together, then they dye it. You know, the things that they do to your food,
Yes.
it would repulse you.
You wouldn't want to eat it.
You wouldn't want to eat
want
it.
to eat it, right?
That's why sometimes, you know, when you do your research,
Yeah.
sometimes I kind of will have to stop because it's
Yeah.
like, it'll be too much.
Oh, man, right.
You
So
know-
I discovered a simple cure for headache. My Mike and I candy work for me all the time. And once I discovered that, and I remember I discovered things from time to journey into life. Like I discovered the speeding, you know, and I bought. You're not supposed to have a great image, so I keep that same most of the time. But yeah, that's all right.
All right,
So
brother.
it's like what you're saying. That's all.
Read this real quick.
Saint Ezekiel 4:13, and the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat the defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them.
Now, it said we'll eat defiled bread.
Right.
But what's heavy is, now you know the Bible wasn't written in English.
Right.
So sometimes we go into words before they were translated.
Right.
When you go into that word defiled,
Right.
it goes into impure.